Okay, Stuart, I wanted to make this recording for you concerning what you emailed me about. I thought that it was, first of all, I'm very honored that you would uh, ask me for my opinion in this matter. It's funny because after I read it a couple times, and it's weird because I heard this, I thought, I was a little perplexed by it myself. I didn't quite know what to think. And then I kind of got the whole love is the answer thing, and I thought, well, that's just silly. The only reason I thought that was because, how does that relate to your situation? And then I thought, well, I saw some John Lennon on Facebook earlier. That's probably why that idea surfaced. So I'm shuffling my cards because I figured that's what I'll do. I'll pull 3 cards for you on this. And so as I'm shuffling the cards, one of the cards that kind of pops up that I see is the Lovers. So I thought, that's interesting. And when that happens with a lot of readers, they'll pull that card. It didn't really pop out of the deck, but I saw it kind of slide up when I was shuffling. But I thought, once again, it doesn't make any sense. So I keep shuffling the deck, cut it, draw 3 cards. And wouldn't you know, the first card that comes up is the Lovers. I thought, weird. But, that card is about love and choice and whatnot. And the next card that I drew was the Knight of Swords. And the next card was the Four of Wands. And I thought, well, how does this apply to your situation? And it was really kind of perplexing for me. So finally what I did was I thought about it and I said, well, I understand you not wanting to mislead anybody. At the same time, it's not misleading not to tell the entire truth. And in my experience, the best teachers aren't those who tell you what you need to do, but the ones who give you the tools to figure it out, how to solve it for yourself. And if this person has a perception that their problem is external, I don't know, the way that I thought about it is that you might want to have this person meditate on love, because what they really need to do is learn to love themselves. And the lesson here, since you believe that they're the cause of their own issue, one of the hardest things to do is to love your enemy. And if this person perceives the enemy as external, then by projecting that, that's going to cause change. And also by, since it's such a hard lesson to learn, it's a very hard lesson to learn, you have to be able to love yourself to do that. So, I mean, if what my cards are telling me and my intuition, it's not, you can't give a direct answer to this individual because the situation that as you've explained it to me, it might be better to suggest a course of action. Say, this is the course of action I want you to take, and give them a meditation, a mantra, an affirmation, whatever your style is. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I do kind of think that this is kind of the direction, since you asked me, this is the direction I would take it. And have them, focus on that. And then what I believe will happen is, especially if you explain law of attraction to them, that you'll see that this will affect the change that's represented by the Knight of Swords. And if they do this effectively, I get the feeling that it's going to be a quick change. That, once they get that, and particularly if this is within, it's and they can do this, and they don't have to know the source of it. All you have to explain to them is that the law of attraction will turn it around for them. And of course, the Four of Wands is about reward and accomplishment. And so this is the read that I get is that if you have this person focus on love, in every culture, I'm not sure what cultural background this individual is from, but you might want to focus on, there's a, Christ said, love thy enemy, and then there's the story of the Good Samaritan. But, if the person is Hindu, Gandhi talked all the time about having to love your enemy and how to live that style. And whatever cultural background this individual is, I'd suggest that you approach it from that viewpoint, and maybe base whatever you give them from that cultural point of view. And like I say, I think that this is what's going to help the person. I wish I could have given you a direct answer, but I'm finding out, and as I said, that a lot of times these things kind of get nebulous, and sometimes it's about the general direction you want to be pointed, rather than knowing the exact latitude and longitude of where you're supposed to be. And ultimately, too, the person will make discoveries of their own as they go in a general direction. And I think, I mean, this is the best I can give you at this. And just give you a little background on me. Although I've been psychic all my life, I've avoided it. I've not really gone that direction until this year. It's the first year of my life that I've actually wanted to really pursue it. And I don't want to bore you with the background about how that happened. But I'm still fairly new to this in one respect, but in another respect, I've kind of trained all my life because I've been interested in affirmations and things like personal development and meditation, and this was all for developing myself internally. Little did I know that this was all, I was basically studying all my life to be psychic and didn't know it. Because now that I'm studying about it, I'm finding out these are all the same things that you would do if you wanted to train to be psychic. I just need to tweak myself a bit. So I'm still new to a lot of this, and the cards for me are what really, really helped me identify. So like I say, I'm going to put a picture up with this video. I'll make a video. I want to put this with recording to a picture and make a video that way. But the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Wands is what came up for me when I pursued this. And I really hate this as an answer because I'm the last guy who's into peace, love, and understanding. All that. I mean, yeah, I know the value of it, and I know it's very powerful and very strong. I just hate the fact that it sounds so hokey. But I'm kind of a no-nonsense kind of guy, and if I'm really true to that, then I know, as hokey as it sounds, it works. So get your person to meditate or focus or whatever value you want to do. And also, check your guides with this. Say, hey, there's this guy online, he made this recording for me, and, find out what your guides think of this. Because, like I say, it's not always about giving a straightforward answer. If you've ever watched Kung Fu, the show, or any of those kinds of shows where you have these incredibly wise people, in Christ spoken parables, it's so much more rewarding. And then again, the Four of Wands is about rewards. So much more rewarding when you come to it on your own, but it's hard to do that. And so I think our job as people who are helping others is to be a guide and just point them that direction. So I hope this helps. So, let me know if this is satisfactory for you. You can just email me. You don't have to make a recording or anything. I just find this more comfortable for me. I tried to make a video so you can see that I'm having problems with my cams right now. But anyways, let me know how this works out. And if you ever want a reading or anything like that, let me know. And, hey, if you pick up any vibes on what's going on in my life right now, I'd appreciate any feedback for myself as well. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I do feel honored that, because I really feel that you're probably quite a few steps past me in this. So, good luck. I hope it all works out.